Good morning, South Florida.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Grab your coffee as we brew up the talk of the day.
From the latest scoop around town
to feel-good stories and messages of hope.
A few jokes and live calling.
Highlighting local businesses.
Discussing hot trends and news stories.
A dash of feel-good nostalgia.
I love those morning cartoons.
Keeping up with upcoming events.
Sometimes trying and delicious foods.
Weekly horoscope updates.
An occasional flying duck.
Some sparkle dust.
Don't forget my bell.
And my wand.
With our brew crew laughing on set.
So grab your coffee, your bagel, donut, or any breakfast as we get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
And don't leave us hanging. Here is a follow. Comment live or call right into the show at 888-994-4995. Studio B.
Whether it's a tip of the day or just to say good morning, we'd love to hear from you.
From Amp Media Production Studio, it's
the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Do a production. You got my sound up? Oh, okay. So what's the matter with you? Come on. Your delay worries me. I'm hoping you can hear us. The only thing that we can't do is don't call in, because if you call in, you'll be seeing people run out of here to go answer the phone. We're a little short-handed this morning. Dawn is, she'll be here in a little bit. She had to tell you some personal stuff, but I'm here with the man, the myth, and the legend. How you doing?
Good, yeah.
You ever think you're going to be on a program this early in the morning?
Do I want to be?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean.
Uh-oh, here comes trouble
Nice
with two
and early.
legs. Come this way. Don't go that way. What are you going that way for?
Taking the long way around.
She's gonna end up.
Hey guys.
She's gonna end up.
Hey guys, I'm here.
So you see, so now we're on cruise control. See that? No problem. As long as nobody shows up. If somebody shows up, all bets are off, because then you have to go to a
I'm just
two-shot.
going like this. Boop. Bye.
That's right. So good morning. Introduce yourself. Tell people who you are and what you do.
I'm Danielle. I'm a producer here at AMP2 Studio.
No, I'm Joseph Green. I'm a video editor interning here.
What have you edited? I really want to know. Have you done anything long?
I like to edit a lot of my gameplay from games that I play. So, because it's really easy to just get a bunch of footage from that. You don't have to do a whole lot of work.
There for hours, huh?
And then yeah, you get all kinds of footage, and there's a lot of interesting stuff I like to do.
Those
with it.
channels they blow up. The
Wait a
ones
minute,
that
wait
are
a minute.
gamers.
When you were a
You
gamer?
never seen this before?
Yeah, that's how we got started. When Gia was 14, he was a gamer. Back in the day, it wasn't like today. There weren't as many gamers. There was quite a few less. So he had 38,000 people watching him play this game, and he was wearing this contraption.
38,000.
Yeah, and he was playing some kind
14.
of game he was playing, and he was talking to people, because I guess there were teams, and he was on a team, and this was all over the country, all over the world. They were playing against each other. And I said to him, "What are you doing?" And he says, "Streaming." I go, "Yo, what? The hell is that?" And he explained to me, and when I saw those numbers, now if you look at CBS News, they put up the number of streamers, 48,000, 50,000 that are watching the program.
You know, there's like a whole on marathon, like what is it, like a game-a-thon? There's like you can win a huge prize just from gaming alone.
Just from playing games?
Competitively.
You play competitively?
I don't play competitively, but yeah, there's.
You any good or you stink?
I'm probably not better than. Well, I might be better than the average, but.
What's your favorite game?
It's definitely not. I'm not.
What's your favorite game? Talk it to you, Mike.
I like playing a game called Sea of Thieves. It's a pirate game.
Do you have a
Oh.
lot of views,
Yeah.
like when you post your gameplays? Do you post your gameplays?
I do post it. Yeah, I get occasional views here and there, and some videos will kind of get into the thousands of views.
Wow.
Wow.
But it's
On what, YouTube?
Yeah, still fairly small. It's called PyroPixel.
And you put it on what to be?
That's no.
Pyropixel.
Is that the game or is that
That's my name.
Oh, he's talking about the streaming service.
What's
where
the
you
service
stream-
you're putting on?
Oh, YouTube.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, we
Now-
gotta pull up this YouTube channel.
Now that you know that we also do Twitch.
You have Twitch?
Yes. So this is streaming right now on Twitch.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
I didn't know.
You didn't know that, right? And you know what the good thing is about Twitch? You can dissect anybody's video and put your own stuff in there, and it's really cool the way they work it. But we're on Twitch. We use it to restream to other platforms, personal platforms.
I've never seen you guys even open it.
I didn't know.
It's
that.
on.
Talk about
It's
it.
on Twitch. We're on LinkedIn. We are on YouTube, of course, and Facebook, of course. What else are we on?
What other ones would you ever want to like expand to if you ever had an opportunity?
I ask this question every month. There's like a whole bunch of other servers, but they tell me because of demographics and can we do it? Yeah, we can stream on anything we want to stream on. We're on Roku and Amazon. That's a whole different.
Really?
That's a whole different animal because they just
These are
changed the.
topics.
They changed the. They changed the platform.
And like the requirements, I mean?
Yeah. So the way you put the film in is one way in, one way out because it was manipulated before. We had about 4 million people watching us on Roku at one time.
Wow.
They even gave us our own badge. They sent us a letter. Congratulations, you crossed the threshold, which I think is 3 million.
That's like one of the best like patted on the backs when you received the cert. for-
Dawn and I, when I sent it to her, I said, did you see this? So we have a Roku over there behind that TV.
You did.
You could turn it on.
Wow.
And we had the patch, and it was right next to CNN and YouTube. So if you found that, we were right in the middle, and you click on that, you saw all the Brooklyn Cafe shows. But it was impressive until it wasn't, because then they did away with that platform, and you had to start all over again.
You know what we should do? We should do like a day that we just watch the first episode.
No,
of
no,
the
let's
Brooklyn
not do that.
Cafe. I
No,
have
let's-
to see it.
No,
Like,
no, no.
let's compare the
No,
growth.
Let's not do that. They did that for the anniversary party, and it wasn't a lot of fun.
You were cringing, huh?
It wasn't.
Your voice was different,
I wasn't.
huh?
I wasn't on.
Yeah, but that helps us as your new producers. It helps us build our
No, you
confidence as
just
well.
love to tweak the
No,
bear. That's
because
all. You like to poke
I
the
mean,
bear.
I'm sure you could say that your personality has grown since you started.
I have
you
no
know?
personality. No. I think that we should share in your baby pictures.
I look like an alien. I would definitely say that.
So can we put
I
that on the
wouldn't
air?
look like I was gonna be 5'6", but here I am.
But can we put that on the air, 5'6"er?
I wouldn't mind, you know. I'm here already. It's 23 years.
But it's
into
funny
life.
because at the beginning I wasn't on. I was for a whole year. I knew Dawn and I wasn't on the air.
You were behind the camera.
I was behind the camera because back in the day the camera sat on a table, and I sat at the table with an encoder, which I used to have up there, but they took it away. And I used to do production from an encoder, and all the mics were in this direction. I was either iHeart or at NN. And then one day Dawn says, I'm not doing this anymore unless you come on the air. So I came on the air, and I had more hits on that show than any show in the history of the Brooklyn Cafe.
What show? That was the Brooklyn Cafe? Like its first season?
Second season. First season I wasn't on the air. It was
Second
the voice behind the microphone.
Well, oh, like how we do, and they're like, "Come out and give your."
That's right,
your
when the
2
kids are
cents.
in there.
Give your 2 cents real quick.
But there's a science to this thing that's gotten more complicated, like the gaming industry.
yeah.
And a lot of people just jump up and down because they want to get views. Everybody wants to be seen.
The views is the problem. It's more like catering to what you like, and your audience is more important. Like for him, for example, his audience would be other gamers, people that are interested. The demo is people interested in gaming.
Yeah.
So
and
how do you
watching it.
capture in a show?
So that's
his
so
essence?
easy. His is easy because it's a simple niche. It's not like a
So what do we
your
do?
show is generalized.
But what
for
do
the
we do for
public.
his niche on this show?
He could have a segment of him streaming either his things live, like his gameplay live here, or he could do that like a pre-recorded and then post it. Like
So
as
we
a
would have him
series.
playing something that people on the screen can see?
Yeah,
game?
like a live.
Can you do that?
Explain how you
Yeah,
do it.
I have live streamed before, but it was mostly just a test to see if I could. But I don't really have an audience on Twitch or anything.
Yeah, but
So-
you.
It's not about the audience. The audience will come to you because you like doing what
but
you're doing.
I do know.
But
how
can you
to,
take like
how
a
to
box?
do
Like
it.
if we go to a 4-box, right? Can you take a box and play the game while we're doing the show?
For sure. Either we could view his PC screen or we could view him.
You can do that.
Like a camera behind him playing
yeah,
or in front of
could
him
be
playing.
everything. Yeah, screen capture.
It's like
face
us
cam.
sitting here.
We should do that.
You could literally have your laptop here playing, and we could screen your laptop.
No,
in
my
another-
laptop doesn't play those kind of games.
It
But
really could.
but let me ask. So we can actually put him on to play a game while we're doing the show.
If we wanted to.
Okay.
If that was
If
your,
that's what the
your
target
topic,
demographic
right?
Well, I don't
wants.
know. I don't know what my topic of demographic is, but if I want to bring in gamers, I guess that's the way to do it. Are you
Yes,
good? Don't be
yeah, that.
don't be stinky.
That
and
is
then
the way.
people don't want to watch you
'cause
play.
his show is a lot of interviewing and a lot of talking. It's a talk show, you know.
Yeah.
So bringing in a gamer that would suffice his niche.
Yeah, and
yours
we'll
at the
talk to
same time.
people all over the world. Now, can we talk to people on his game?
Yeah, you could
You
chat,
could do that?
right?
There's chat features in the games that I play.
I think the
Oh,
chat
that-
feature is the most
be
entertaining part
good,
about
as long
it,
as they-
in my opinion, and what the
Yeah.
gamer starts saying.
As long as they keep it clean, I think that's a venue that we should check out. And what's your niche?
My niche?
Yeah.
Well, I like everything.
Everything? You have an
astrology.
every-
No, can I finish the sentence? Guys.
She's an everything niche. Putting my hands around that everything.
No, I really, really do enjoy astrology a lot and like history. So but I like to make short films. So I like to figure out how I can put filmmaking, incorporate it with my two favorite hobbies that is pretty easy for me, which would be like anything that has to do with history and then also with astrology. That's just my thing.
So how do we
Or
put your
spirituality, I should say.
niche on the screen?
On the screen, well, trying to figure that out because I would rather make a story, not a talk show. Like talking live is different than building a story. you
Okay,
know?
so let me ask you, where have you gone on the earth to look at history? Have you been to Egypt? Have you been to any different places in the world? Japan?
Yeah, I've been to the most recently. I went to Europe and Central Europe, Prague, and Czech
Okay, so
Republic.
you've been to those places, right?
Yeah.
Have you done a film about those places?
I did a film in Czech Republic.
Do
Remember
you
I told
have
you
it?
when I showed it to you, the horror film.
You
We can
me.
show it.
Oh,
You
that
know,
was
actually,
good.
we could throw it up.
There you go. We could do a segment where we bring you in, and today in your history, in Dan's history.
You
and
would
boom.
love that movie. It's great. If you like horror,
It is a good
thriller,
movie. I can't believe you didn't finish it.
I want to actually. That's crazy that you brought it up because I do want to do that for my birthday, like premiere it on YouTube on my channel.
Okay, so we could do it on here and premiere it all over the place. It goes everywhere.
My birthday's on the Monday, September 23rd.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
You're
in 2
probably
weeks.
gonna be.
I'll be here probably.
How old are you gonna be?
24.
Really?
I'm 2000 baby.
I thought you were like
So,
20.
every single year, that's my age, so you never forget. Okay.
Every year you're 24?
No, every year, because I was born in 2000.
Yeah.
Every year that it is, that's the age I'm turning. So it's 2024.
Oh, so 25 you'll be 25.
Yeah.
Wow, you are just
2099.
you are just a remarkable human being. All right, so we could do that. We can incorporate that segment. I tried to do that yesterday.
Horror film segment.
I tried to
I
do
mean,
that.
we are in the spooky season, aren't we?
Yeah.
So-
Getting
Horror
close.
film and her sort of go hand in
I
hand.
would say thriller. It's not as much horror.
Well, the one that you showed me was really good. I got into it and then it ended. I don't understand how you guys do things for 10 minutes and that's the end of it.
There's an explanation. I only had about 20 days to film it, edit it. This is what I was telling you. Doing all of that production work in less than 2.5 weeks is like I had a panic attack by the last day.
Hold on. How come you only had 2.5 weeks? They gave you the
Because-
assignment at the beginning of the year.
No. This
No?
was a
spring?
summer. It was a summer term, so it was only a 6-week program. But we only had about 3 of those 6 weeks to do it. You know, does that make sense? Because I went
It
with
does,
the
but
class.
I don't think you should have such a hard time.
We were there for 27 days. Like, the first week of it was learning, right? Taking the courses with the professors at the private film school. And then the following week was production. And then the following week after that was editing.
Well,
so it's like
who
boom,
filmed
boom,
that?
boom.
Who filmed it?
And 10 films were filmed.
Who filmed that?
The class itself.
Did that filming?
We had 13 class members, and all of us had
You
to
had
be
13
on.
people on the other side of you
No,
performing?
no. We turned it into skeleton groups. So like
Right.
4,
So how many people
5,
you
4.
had
I had
filming that piece?
I honestly, like, I had people, but I was the last film to be filmed, so by the time
I saw
everybody
this
was
thing.
burned out. Everybody was burned out by the time it was mine. So I had basically 2 reliable.
That's it?
Yeah.
Camera and sound?
I didn't have sound. It was silent film.
Oh, it's silent film.
That's
right.
why. That's
So
why
you
I
only
was
had a guy
I was
with a
chilling.
camera.
I had a DP. I had a director of photography, and
But it was
I
all
had
film.
another camera op with me. So
It was all
3 of
filmed.
us.
They did the lighting and everything else, and you boom, boom, boom. How long did it
I
take
was
you to
the
film
actor, so and the director, so it was pretty easy to.
that? How long did it
get
take
my
you to film
vision.
that?
We had 2 days per group basically.
So you did
I
that
filmed a
film in 2
5-minute
days?
Film in 2 days. Yeah.
It was interesting. And the piano scene, where'd you get the piano?
It was at the school.
At the school.
I used the school as my location to make everything simple.
There must be something wrong with me because I would have done that whole script in maybe 24 minutes.
Well, it was my first time making a film, so it was kind of like getting into it because I come from a realm of TV. You know, that was where I got my first degree. So going into my film degree now, it was like a learning curve, you know?
So you decided
Going from live.
you picked all of the shots, the outside shots and
It
everything?
was a lot. I even took pictures of my eyes. I was like dying, literally,
why?
because I was like, this is a whole new ball game. But I told you already, I really do thrive on pressure.
You're very precise. You're an OCD
Yeah,
precision.
and pressure really does like get me rolling. You know what I mean?
It does?
Yeah,
All right,
unfortunately.
So then let me ask you a question. Can we film a movie here?
We really could,
Can we
and
do
we
it?
could do it under pressure as well. But
Well, we don't have to do it
we
under
don't
pressure.
have to. That's the thing. We
but I
had
could
to
put you
there.
under pressure. Let's have it done and finished by today.
There was no nothing we could do. But there's so many things that happen here. That's why it's like that's
Yesterday
not even
was a
really,
madhouse.
Yeah, that's not reasonable. On a Friday, it would
First
be
of all,
reasonable.
yesterday was a madhouse. You know what she spent the whole day doing? Trying to figure out something. In
and
that
I
studio.
did, and did it,
I
and
saw-
did it.
But I
and
left
did
it. I left it figured out.
No,
All I
but you
asked her
left
to
it
do
a
was to move.
mess. I just want to clean it up.
I just
That's
asked her to
it.
move the wires from A to B.
But you go in there now, it looks great, right?
It does look good, but I gotta see now if it's functioning.
It's
the
functioning.
way I left
We
it.
tested it.
All right, okay. No,
ahead.
you tested it. Everything was coming out the speaker. All right. So I want to do a movie in here. I want to make a movie. So what kind of movie would you make
Oh
if
my
you were the
gosh.
director?
When I was in there, I saw you had like a little spin wheel. Can we use it?
I used to use that all the time.
We could write all the different genres and then do a spin wheel on it.
That spin wheel belongs to Josh when he had a show here. They used to have a movie show.
What show did we do?
And he used to spin it to see what kind of punishment was attributed to the loser of the game, because it was a game show they played. It was really good. It was one of the best that we have done.
Well, let's bring it back.
And we can bring it back.
Season
Okay.
two.
Game shows
So
would be
what kind
awesome.
of show, what kind of movie should we make? And
Well, I
first
would
of all, let's
definitely
start
do a
with
short.
how long is it?
Yeah, a short.
No, I don't want to do a short. I'm tired of shorts. I want long pants.
You want a feature film?
Yeah.
You want a feature film?
Yeah.
Who's gonna write you a feature film?
Me. I got AI. I'll write one in 20 minutes.
Okay, with that thought, if that's the thought that we're going with,
You see, now when
we
I
have an
say
editor.
that, when I say that, she thinks that it's going to be below standards.
No,
And she doesn't know
I didn't say
that
that.
you
at
can
all.
take a film and you can upgrade it as you go along.
Of course.
If you can control your environment. So what kind of film can we do?
Well, we could do any kind of film because you
I
have
know that, but
all
what would you
this-
do?
You have so many connects. You have so much equipment.
So what would you do? Having all of this around you, what would you do as a director?
My favorite genre of all time is
Of all
thriller
time.
and here in horror. Let me talk.
So we're going to do thriller?
Thriller is my all-time.
So we're
fave.
gonna have the actors on the green screen and
We could do a scene like that.
And,
We're going to do Michael Jackson's Thriller in the cemetery? What are we doing?
We can make a music video too. I'd be happy.
Why don't we do a movie that has music attached to it? We're filming people doing that. So all different type of things going on in this movie. Is it going to be a murder mystery? Is it going to be
What do you
a
mean?
whodunit? Is it going to be somebody's missing and we have to find them?
You want like a lot of things going on in one movie?
I don't know. You tell. No, I want
like,
one
how
thing.
Would we get the? How do we get that in the studio?
We
We
have
don't
to-
have to.
we have to be
necessarily.
creative.
Well, in the studio, like interior shots, but exterior shots, thriller-wise, this warehouse outside at night.
I can
It's
get
spooky.
I can get the landlord to open up the warehouse at the end of this, and it's a 2 double-decker, and it is creepy in there.
That'll work
As a matter of fact, I was
because we
asking.
would need the permit anyways to film. So
Not there. That's his.
yeah, you ask him. That's
Yeah.
what I mean by permit.
Oh
You-
no!
you
In
get
that
permission.
place, we can do all sorts of sets in there.
You get permission to film, then that's,
Yeah,
that's
and
it.
we'll give him credit at the end of it.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is that
A 90-minute film is no joke.
you know I will get you access to things you wouldn't
All
believe.
right, well,
I get you access
that
to
being
cemeteries.
said, that being said, let's do a thriller.
I get you access to airports, airplane hangars, helicopters. What do you want? Limos.
All of the above, apparently, since we can.
I mean, any of that stuff.
you
but
sound like when Don asked me if you could have anything in this studio with no price tag.
But I'm giving you guys
Yes.
a blank screen. What would you do for a movie?
I have a few. Like, remember I told you I had to make a TV series for this course I'm in right now?
Yeah.
The Antarctic one. Have you ever heard of any conspiracies when it has to do with Antarctica?
I don't. Not
I have.
Antarctica is conspiracy theories. I don't think.
Well, I have an idea of a true story from a military vet that he sold.
Yeah, there's some kind of cave that goes into Antarctica, and down there there's supposed to be aliens and all sorts of things.
Yeah.
And every country's fighting for it.
Yeah. Well, right now there's actually a treaty that no country can claim Antarctica because of
it.
the stuff that's found
Yeah,
there.
I heard about that.
So
I
the
saw it.
conspiracy theory could 100% be true, but nobody's able to prove it because nobody has claim over the territory. But it's room for new stories, right?
Of course.
When I heard the military man, it was in a History Channel. You know the History Channel? History
no,
Channel.
I don't know history. Yes.
I got out. But the History Channel basically had a journalist interview a vet that was stationed with an exhibition over there. And he told her if I'm going to be on this show, I have to have my face blacked out. I have to have my voice distorted. Like, my name has to be an alias. Like, I can't be known or I'm in
Who the hell
danger.
is this?
Right? He's a guy that was... I'm like, there's not that many people that was on an expedition in Antarctica. So you're already kind of in danger because there's a short list,
What are
you know?
The last living Eskimo? I mean, come on.
So he saw some stuff, and I would love to make his story into a movie.
Well, why don't we turn it around? Instead of snow and ice, which we don't have in Florida, we can do
Well, that's the script I'm letting you know I'm writing.
No, I'm saying, but we can turn around in Florida and maybe use a coconut.
A coconut?
Yeah, the golden coconut.
Oh, yeah.
The mysteries behind the golden coconut.
The golden coconut?
So if you hold the golden coconut, you turn into something else.
Well, like there's like a random palm tree in the middle of like pine trees or something?
You make the burning palm tree, like the burning bush.
You want to burn a tree?
No, we just make
No.
it look like that. We'll edit it so that the
Okay.
tree looks like it's on fire.
After Effects? Have you ever messed with After Effects?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I use that, but not for
Boom.
anything advanced. I usually use,
It's time to go
Other
advanced then.
VFX.
Hey.
I'll show you how that works. I've done burning bushes and burning palm trees. I've burned people. Come over here.
Sit closer.
Over here,
Join
because
us.
we're doing an experiment.
Yeah. We're
So
on
just
autopilot.
Sit there and grab that mic. All right, now you got to run in and do a dual shot.
All right, ready?
So she's
Watch
going to
this.
disappear for a
Ready?
second. And now you took the mic with you, so you're hot. Just turn off the mic. That's it. Now you go do your thing. And Alicia is here. How are you? You could talk in your mic. You have those mics open? There's one. Good morning. We are.
hey, I'm Joseph.
Joseph.
Yes.
He's the encyclopedia. This kid knows everything.
Oh, well, I was trying to convince my husband to order an encyclopedia.
Britannica.
Yeah.
I used to sell them.
Do you have extra?
Not anymore.
Because let's say,
You should-
theoretically,
it's a good thing to have.
the world, my husband's like, but we'll just Google. I'm like, no, but what if like all the power went out? And then it's not like, yes, we have a brain, but it's good to, do you know what an encyclopedia is?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Danny, do you know what an encyclopedia is?
You know, the funny thing
Oh.
is, it isn't about using the encyclopedia. It has nothing to do with the intelligence of the encyclopedia, which is important. But your husband brings up a good point that says we could Google stuff. And what's happening is that this particular high school,
Are you in high school?
he's a high schooler.
What grade are you in?
Junior.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Oh, you're a junior. Oof, that's the toughest year.
But what's happening is that the looking up of information on pages is beginning to disappear.
Well, the thing is, we're relying on someone else's. They dictate what we're going to be learning, and it's not like the encyclopedia. Yeah, but I don't
Well, it's
know.
funny because Dr. Google 98% of the time is wrong. Did you see the thing on 60 Minutes?
No, I didn't.
Dr. Google says that certain diseases, certain things,
Well-
certain cures are all incorrect.
Well, but and you're gonna die. I broke a nail, Google. You're gonna die.
Well, that's the problem. And if you rely on misinformation, there's an old saying in New York that says junk in is junk out. And that's what happens, is you
Junk.
believe Dr. Google all the time.
What do you think, Joseph?
I would only trust a doctor if I were getting a symptom, but I'd say for the most part, research is research, and whether that research comes from paper or Google, you're still just getting people's opinions mixed with facts, and
Yeah. So then, right.
you just have to know, kind of have a general level of common sense and try to piece the puzzle together. I know it's always been easier for me to, look stuff up as opposed to trying to find it in a book or something. But
You see, but easier doesn't make it more right. What makes it right is the effort of going to a library or having an encyclopedia and looking it up.
And learning the Dewey Decimal System.
Well, if you learn to look things up, then things that are hard in life, and it's funny. Today we're doing a production, and it's on standby now. She makes me laugh because she says we're ready to go, because she didn't anticipate the curveball of somebody showing up.
Oh, he didn't tell you, Danny?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I didn't tell her because in this business you do things not knowing what's next.
It's true.
So if something happens, you have to be able to respond. So I purposely did not tell her.
I believe Alicia was in on it as well.
No, she didn't know any of this. But the funny thing is that when you look up material on encyclopedia, it takes away making mistakes because you're going the extra mile to find the correct answer. And Google is not going to give you always the correct answer.
well, it's not just Google though; it's whatever site you get. So if that site has, some sites have more correct information than others.
Right.
And it's easier to get.
Have you ever
multiple
seen an
sources.
encyclopedia?
I have, yeah.
Have you ever read an encyclopedia?
Yeah, I've used it to research, but
Has it ever been wrong in your experience?
I've never noticed an encyclopedia being more truthful than, like, say, a collection of 3 websites that talk about the same event, let's say in history.
I'm going to give you the problem. The person on the websites writes their opinion in the website. The encyclopedia takes a neutral position and tells you what the facts are.
Right.
It's the way news used to be.
But when I write my papers, I always use, the position that I take on it, regardless of what the website, frames it as. Obviously, I've written papers from sources that portray the event that I'm talking about completely differently than the way I'm talking about in the essay. So
Do you
it's
ever
just a
use
matter of
that
using
as an
different
example?
sources. Example in the
In other words, what they say, which you don't agree with at all, strengthens your position in what you do agree in.
right.
So if you present it that way, you still have to present another side, no? Isn't
No,
that a better
right.
argument?
No, right, yeah, it does come up. Well, for the most part, I'll take a neutral stance in my essays. It depends on whether, it's for an assignment or for, like I've done an essay competition here and there. But it is generally kind of a neutral side, and that's kind of the point is it's easier to get multiple sources when researching online as opposed to books, because finding multiple opinions on books is a lot, it's a lot more difficult.
Well, I'm going to give you a classic example. 22 years ago, when I started to stream, nobody believed in this science. Nobody said, you don't watch sports on your phone. What idiot would order sports on your phone?
What about Jeff Bezos? How he was laughed at a lot. He's like, what? And look at what Jeff Bezos, Amazon, he's the founder of Amazon, if you don't know. I figured you would know.
He's an intelligent...
You're Gen Z? Are you Gen Z? Is that
No,
what
No.
yes, I'm Gen Z, yes.
But sometimes what happens is if the idea is new and people will poo-poo it because they didn't think of it, number one. Number two, they don't think practically if somebody else didn't come up with it, that's a big deal.
Wow.
It shouldn't happen. These light bulbs that you see there, those light bulbs that are going down the studio, not the big ones, the little ones. The technology behind that.
The ones from Ross?
Yes,
Oh, cool.
$1 million technology. So I called the lady who writes the checks for a town in Texas, and they want to receive the info on that. They could save so much money. Those bulbs are guaranteed for life. And what they do, people just don't understand. They don't understand how it cleans the air, how it takes away allergens, And that leads to the sand in the atmosphere that's coming off of Africa right now. And that I can't even see. I'm so full of allergies right
Is
now. It
that
hurts.
why a lot of people are like thinking
Absolutely.
they're sick, but they're not?
Absolutely. You see, and if you Google it, it's going to tell you a whole different story.
You're gonna die.
You actually are sick. It's not the sand.
That's what they say.
So Google always has.
That's what they say. So what I like about the paper, JFK, the president, always taught his kids every question should be answered from a book. It wasn't about getting the answer. It was about doing the effort to find the answer. When I went to NYU, the first thing they taught us was, don't believe anything we're going to teach you. Find out for yourself if it's true. Because 98% of the time, we're going to tell you our opinion. And our opinion is not the truth. I mean, the guy said it right, the lady said it right to 200 of us that was there. And I said, wow, this is why I came to NYU.
I mean, yeah, that's what like the public school, curriculum is as well. It's 90% what they want you to know.
Well,
not
you
what's
went
really
to
going on.
college,
Yeah.
and did you believe everything they tell you?
But I would feel that's more questionable for what I learned in public school rather than in college.
Let's talk about something they taught you. They taught you film work. You're one of the few, when I got to tell you, they taught you better stuff. Did you learn all the board work yourself, or did they teach you that?
At my college, yeah.
At your college?
The program that we have there
They
is
showed
really,
you?
really well.
Oh, there
It's
you
like
go.
the
One of the
leading
few.
school at my college.
One of the few. Even Josh, who happens to be pretty good, yes?
Me and Abraham came from the same school.
Well, some people go to school, some people have to go to school. But G-Man is good at it as well. But what I'm saying is that what they teach you in school is not what you learn here. It's two different worlds.
Well, here is hands-on. I'm a kinesthetic learner.
You're what?
A kinesthetic learner, meaning when I'm
Okay.
She
She's
said
still with
hand
the
on.
what?
It's hands on. That's what it
on
means,
my
right?
hand. Yes, I like to get my hands on and I do it so that I can really learn it because
I 100% agree with that.
it's better than auditory because some people
visual.
are visual learners. Some people are just
Kinestonic learner?
kinetics. You know,
Kinetics,
it comes
yes.
from the word kinetic.
Yes, I know kinetic.
Okay, so kinesthetic learner is hands-on.
Did you know that, Einstein?
I read it.
Don't ask me to spell it.
You read it in the book? You read it in the book.
In the encyclopedia.
Encyclopedia,
We're
that's what we
stuck
call
on
it.
that more than the process, the word.
Wow. So you learn more through your hands than you do through your ears? Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, I do. When I do things, when I'm actually present, and that's why I love coming to the studio.
Because you're more of a hands-on. She's like that too.
I know
She messed
she
up.
is.
I left a beautiful
I'm sure.
I
studio.
closed myself into that
and
studio.
she, all day, 12
and
hours.
I transformed it into what
No.
it's
Can I
beautiful.
see?
Yeah,
No,
I
time
wish
out.
we had
No,
a handheld
no.
camera to go
no.
with you.
No,
We're not
no.
live, right? This is
Yeah,
just,
we're live.
Oh, we are.
Listen.
Oops.
No, I left it intact. All she had to do was move the wires because I left a
It
mess.
was disgusting. I should have took a before
It was a
and
mess.
after.
But ask her where
We
the
can make a show out of it.
ask her
you
where are
know?
the cameras.
a how-to. I've been telling you. We have to make a segue on the
I
how-to.
love-
Where's the cameras?
What do you mean? The
You didn't
cameras
put the
is to
cameras
the
back.
side. You haven't even used that studio in over 2 weeks.
No, I haven't used it because there's a different problem in that studio. You looked at the wall?
No.
Tell her to look
They
at the
don't
book.
tell me
Okay,
these
so
things.
we're live, so I have to like sit straight.
No, you look great.
No.
It's
The
not that.
naturalness.
I'm thinking.
Don't
that
sit
this-
so straight because now you're out of
Yeah.
Just slouch the way you were
You
doing
were
before.
twer-
Be a slug the way you were doing before. Slouch. There you go. Now you got
Yeah.
it. No, don't do that. No, don't do that. We're back to
No, wait,
that.
okay.
We're back to that again.
Just kidding.
On the floor. On the
We
floor
love our
again.
sunshine. I was like, what was that?
That's what she does.
The
Oh,
dancers.
it's next door.
You caused the dancers to dance.
You're like turning into zombies.
All right, take it easy.
Casey.
Wow.
Okay.
So you didn't put the cameras back.
The cameras are onto the side.
Yeah, you have to put them in play. You have to load them up because they're not loaded. You
What
have
do
to
mean
put
they're
them.
loaded? They're plugged into a USB into the computer.
You know, you have to load them on the board.
But they were loaded. When I opened the morning show, they opened up.
Okay, so today you're gonna put the cameras in play, and we're gonna do a show in there.
What show?
It doesn't matter.
Let's do his gaming show.
You could do his gaming show. You know, it's funny.
Let's talk about the energies today.
I talked to her, and she thinks that I'm always going to give it like in school. Here's A, do it. No, here's A, you would B. There may be another person. I noticed you only set that camera for one, so you may have to do them around to two. if
Are you a
somebody else
Virgo?
shows up.
No.
The
I'm
hell
a
does that have to
Libra.
do with anything?
I don't know.
Now, I'm gonna give you
analytic.
I'm gonna give you another thing that she did not apprehend. What's on the TV screen?
Oh. I was told that is controlled from your phone, sir. If anyone had to do it, it would have been you. You know, I could download the app. I don't know how y'all do that.
That I had to do it.
I'm just gonna be inconspicuous.
I didn't tell him that was what.
Do it inconspicuous?
Yes, it's hands on.
But I am not a Virgo. I'm on the cusp of Virgo, so that's
Oh,
why
so okay.
I do tend to be.
A Virgo what? Libra?
Yeah, I'm a Libra.
Thank God.
I'm the first day of Libra.
Oh, thank God.
That's why.
That's a good thing.
That's why when he's pointing these things out, it's like, don't worry, I already pointed them out to myself.
Because
but
she's very
go ahead.
detailed. Because according to astrology, not that I'm all like astrology, that was my high school years. What's your name again? Ethan?
Joseph.
Does he
Joseph?
look like
I
an
knew
Ethan?
that.
You look
I
like
was
an
just
Ethan.
checking to make sure you remembered your name.
Yeah.
His stage name is
It's encyclopedia.
Joseph.
Yeah.
Joseph. Oh, the encyclopedia.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I guess that's.
It's time to change your gamer name.
but because
No, let's call him Gamer. We'll call you
no.
Gamer.
No,
How's
he
that?
was the
okay.
pyro
Well,
something.
speaking
he
of
said.
gamers, I was telling Dawn, why don't we do a murder mystery party like for?
Oh my
for
gosh,
Halloween
like-
time?
You're the fourth person that suggested
Like the
that.
game. What is it called? The game. What is the
Game
game?
of Thrones.
Traitor?
No, the game. The board game.
the board game.
Clue. Clue.
Oh,
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
But
Stop
this
playing
is
with
better
me. Stop
because-
playing with me. We were just talking about making a movie. I'm
Wait.
so down.
But
We're gonna make a
about
movie.
Clue?
Okay.
I mean, our own version. That'd be funny.
We're gonna make a movie. I don't need a whole script. All I need, we're gonna ad lib this movie.
Yeah, I like it. If we have no, because if we have like certain points that we
No.
have to meet, like a murder mystery party. Have you ever been to
Yeah,
one?
that is something we could do, but as a movie,
You
he's
need a
thinking
script.
of a movie as a TV. This
No,
is a TV.
You're
We're doing
thinking of a
film.
movie that has to be scripted.
I'm thinking
because
about
you
making
only
a
work-
film, not
yeah.
a TV show.
See, the
skit.
problem is that if you do an outtake, they get mad because it's not going to be the same verbiage on the retake. So if I'm having a conversation with Encyclopedia and it goes sour, we have to do it again. My conversation with him is going to be different. My body positioning.
Right.
So when you're OCD, it bothers you because you're not in the
It's a
exact.
format. No,
It's
it's,
a
a format of
There
a
is no
story.
format.
No, the difference of TV filming and
You see, but you never met an actor like that.
it's called skit versus a movie.
I'm a movie skit.
You could make a skit. We could do a skit, but it's gonna be separate from a real
Dawn
film.
and I never rehearse anything we do.
Yes,
I could do a movie with her
you
in
don't
3
have
minutes.
to with the skit.
Yeah, I could do a movie
This
with
is
Alicia.
a
She's
skit.
a nut.
An episode every day, a new skit.
It's
and
a
I'll
movie.
bring peanuts and almonds and
Bring what?
What?
What did she say?
you know that
What she say?
She said she's bringing nuts
You
to the
bringing
party.
you said I'm a nut. So, did you know that health-wise, every day you should have a date with
What-
2 nuts?
why are we
two
talking
Brazilian
health? We're
nuts.
talking
Just
about-
3? Just 3? That's it. Well,
We're
that's
talking
breakfast
about
for me.
movies. How do we get to nuts? I don't
know.
want to talk about nuts. I want to talk about movies.
I think she's talking about the Clue party, the murder mystery.
So we can ask the
Oh,
landlord.
I know who killed the nut job, and then
oh, that's where
Baxton,
the nuts come. She didn't say the rest of the
and
sentence.
then Baxton will come out of box out of nowhere. Like I don't know.
Paxton's not here anymore.
I know, but it'll be a virtual like special effects. When you have a lot of interns that do special effects, it'll be like, bro, I'm here.
Oh my gosh.
bro,
Not
I'm a
him,
nut
not him
job."
being
What
the
was that?
villain.
What
No, but
is
I
that?
think the murder mystery would be so cool for like wait. Sorry, the Halloween special.
Yeah, we could do it at Ask the
At the
Landlord at the
creepy-
Creepy House. You ever
the
seen there's
creepy
a
news
there's a
story.
bay that's empty down here. Anyone looking to rent a bay? There's
You
big
want-
big 6,000 square foot.
You want a real life, LARPing? We could do it. I'm down for the LARPing. You know what LARPing is?
And you'd be
Have no
great
idea.
in it, Danny. I would totally cast you if I was a director or a casting director.
No, that's
You-
because you're biased.
She
I
could
wouldn't
be.
cast
I
her.
would-
I love
Yeah,
Danny.
she's-
That's
If
why.
she told me
too
she was a
OCD.
casting director, I would believe her.
You would? You
Her,
would?
yeah.
well, I've
I
worked in
She's also a
films.
used car
I've casted
salesman, you believe
before.
that?
I should
It's-
totally get into that. I think
You should be a casting director.
I've done it before.
you should.
Yeah.
You should do it again.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Can we put a hangman in that?
You want to hang a
I want to
man?
hang. Not a real man, unless he volunteers. I don't want a real man. I
I
want to.
got in trouble for playing hangman with my kid.
I'm so happy. that you're making these ideas right now? Because I've always wanted to
I
do
had-
a haunted house.
I've done
Like,
them.
I've always wanted to
I've
do
done them.
As long as you're paying, I'm with it.
There's not much to pay. A hangman, we make it out of straw. We've done that. And then we have people in the rafters.
Tape. You could tape.
No,
up
it's a rope. No, I use a rope.
Sorry.
Use a rope. Yeah, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it correctly.
Oh, there's a correct way to make a.
And then-
So is this it? Are we gonna do this?
I don't know.
Are-
We have to talk about it.
talking
Don
about it
Don
live.
was
This is
into
the
it.
problem.
John liked it.
No,
And I
I
brought it
gotta
up
talk,
to
I
her.
gotta talk to the landlord.
We're
to
kind
let
of
me
making
the,
a commitment.
You gotta talk to who?
the landlord to lend me the place.
Oh no, we have.
It's not here.
But even if we can't do it there, we still should do it.
Well, I understand it, but it changes the demographics of
Wouldn't
what
that
I
be
can do.
crazy? And then we'll have a big table with a hole in the center, and then we'll
Wait,
have
wait,
somebody's
wait.
head. Can I, I'm sorry, am I on?
You're getting so excited. I love it. I love it when
Okay.
she
Try
gets
to control
excited.
yourself.
Someone's head is gonna be in the middle of the table.
All right,
Okay,
sit.
and then we'll
I
pick
Sit,
up the
feel
sit,
box.
sit.
That could
sit,
be Mike.
sit,
Michael
sit.
would love to do his pirate outfit.
Oh,
Like
that's
we have,
another-
we have.
That's
we have
another
people for
thing.
this.
So you get dressed up in black, right? And then you find you niche corners. That are
Joseph, you
dark.
can be the priest.
You know, we all the producers will be scarers.
No, so they're gonna be dressed in black with black nylon headgear and everything. And what you do is you have a feather. So you have a light technician. So the light technician turns out the lights, leaves glows up, some glows, and then you feather people so that they go, "Oh my God, what is that?"
Well, yeah, I'd assume then we could use the little, we could use Russ's light bulbs on a low
No,
setting.
that's too much set, too much light. I'm talking
That's too
about
bright.
glow lights like that one back there,
Yeah.
this one over here behind the TV. So you use glow lights or glow sticks, and all of a sudden you get twitched.
Have
and-
you ever seen the black nylon suit? That
Yeah,
it just
that's
has
what you
the,
wear.
like the
the
glow in the
colours,
dark
yeah.
for the bones,
Yeah.
so it just looks like a skeleton.
Yeah.
Like,
But I've done all that. I've done that in the past for kids in schools and stuff like that. But I've never done it in Florida, which could be a whole lot
Well,
of fun.
now it would be your first time.
It's so cool. Are you talking about down that alleyway right here, all the way
You
down?
go
on
What
straight
were you gonna
down.
say,
on the other
Joseph? You were
side?
gonna say
Straight
something.
down.
Oh no, I
the
was
road or down right
Straight
here?
down the road to the end. It's a
Like,
6,000 square foot,
At
and
this
it's
building,
available for
2400
rent if you
at
want
this
it.
building.
But the
24.
murderer should be the last person we think. Like the last obvious person, Everyone will think.
But I want to
it's
make a movie out
Dawn.
of this. So what happens is we go in, 20 people go in, 19 people come out. And here's the movie. What happened to that one person? What happened? We get people dressed up like police officers. We get people dressed up like fire department. What happened
He becomes president.
to the person? But this is what the movie is. This is what the murder
But why did they
mystery
go in?
for the haunted house,
They
for
wanted
the,
to
for the party.
Explore it.
So you
It's a
wanna
party.
use the party as a production?
That's right.
Oh, Danny, come on.
Yes,
you
I'm-
know you
Yes,
love
for
it.
sure,
Do
but
it so that some people don't
Danny
realize
didn't
it's actually
expect
a
that. See,
movie.
this
no,
is
no,
the
no,
OCD working.
I do expect it. It's
No.
Give me
just
some of that.
It's
Give me
just,
some of that.
You want the razzle? You can't get the dazzle yet because I'm not dazzled. I need to know that.
She's gonna be dead soul. Dead soul.
We get
It
the
should be called
razzle,
dead
but
soul.
no more dazzle yet.
Razzle dazzle dead soul.
So you're not
the
thrilled.
dazzle-
She's not thrilled with it.
Because I don't want it to look like it's a skit. Like, okay, we're going in office style, following. You know what I mean? Like,
but would it be a little bit comedy? Because
yeah,
I
that's
think
what
it would
I
be.
mean. It won't be a full thriller
And
if we
mm.
do it like following.
But if we're wise, if it's well written, we have to
Well,
think.
that's what I mean. He don't want to write.
Oh
like,
well,
no, you can write it. You
well
can write
executed.
No, you can
As-
write
And
it. You
out
can
of
write it.
are the interns all of them actors?
no.
They will be for this thing.
But that's what I'm saying. If we treat it as LARPing, like we're all scarers, everybody is basically an actor. If you're coming in as like Alicia
some
comes
people
in as
will
the
be, some
what is
people
it?
won't be.
What is it like the
Nun?
rich lady? Like the
Oh,
different,
darling, we
all
were-
of them have different roles in the
Well,
game.
we're going to
in my
dress up
room.
the guests. We'll have
yeah,
Jay,
the guests
we'll
have to
Sally,
come in.
we'll have-
The guests have to
Trust
come in with
me,
a different
I
role.
will have 200 people come out for this. When I tell them what I'm doing, there will be 200 people. That
and
will come out.
everybody has to come in with an alias.
Okay, hold on. And can we do like it's Great Gatsby era?
Oh,
So
gosh.
because we are in the 20s.
No, I wouldn't do the
We-
Great
we're in
Gatsby
the
because
roaring
you're gonna.
20s.
No, but I don't want a Great Gatsby. I don't want a throwback movie. I want a present day movie mystery.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. I think my character should just think that she's stuck in the 20s.
I think you should be dressed like a pickle.
Why? Why not an
Because
elephant? Because I'll be the
But you
elephant in the
can,
room.
she can be dressed if she wants to be dressed in 20s. It is a Halloween special, so
You're
it's a
supposed
Halloween
to be dressed
haunted
as a
house.
Halloween haunted person, a Frankenstein, a Dracula, something.
No, but the guests,
Everybody will
not-
be in masks. Everybody would remember
gosh.
when we did the masquerade.
yeah.
Now that's a different party. That could be New Year's.
No, we're gonna do a Halloween scary house theme, and you're gonna dress up in an outfit. We've done it every year. We've done Halloween in here, and everybody got dressed up as something. One day they made me green. I was the guy with the yellow suit. What was his name?
With the yellow suit?
And
He
the
was
mask,
a
the mask.
marijuana plant.
I was the mask guy,
right.
whatever his name was, and I couldn't get that stuff out of my ears for like 3 months. But
Oh, man.
But the funny thing is that this is the lead up to a masquerade party, or not a masquerade, a Halloween party with a thriller that's going to turn into a movie. And you got to be multi-dimensional, because some of that will be shot there, some of it will be shot here, some of it will be shot in Miami. On the
Of course,
beach.
I know. That's what I'm just focusing on what's gonna be shot at that party. That's what I'm not
You
getting
don't
the
know
dazzle
that.
about.
You gotta give me you gotta give me a little time. We just thought of it.
I know. Don't worry.
I'm with you, Danny,
Hot
all the
seat.
way. All the way.
You gotta help us plan it since you've been to one of those
Excuse
parties. You gotta help the planning because I've never been to one of those parties.
Which
so.
ones?
You said you've been to the haunted murder mystery.
I've been to a dinner party that was, yes, it was like a Hollywood murder mystery party. And somebody had to kill, I don't know if I was murdered. I don't remember.
You
I
don't
think
remember
so.
dying?
I guess you wouldn't, right?
No.
You could take a Hollywood. There's a mystery train in the West Coast. I did that, and there's one in Miami that you can go at a hotel, and you walk in, and like I tell you, 10 people walk in, 9 people walk out, and they make it part of a person disappearing.
Really? We
what
should
they
do
do is
that.
it's
No,
We
but that's
should
what
do
she's-
that as a group.
There's a chair or a floor or something. What happens? It turns around and takes the person, brings it back. The person doesn't even know that they're going to disappear, and they hold them up until.
What do you
the thing
think,
is done.
Joseph?
Sounds really
So you have budget to make a trick door?
Sure. Oh, I know how to do
I'm
it.
with it then.
If the lights turn off, you ever seen this place when all the lights are off? It's black. You can't even see your hand in front of your face.
Yeah, it's crazy. in here.
And then all of a sudden, he disappears. But he'll be in on it.
I just think that whole situation should definitely be at the other one. See what we could do for it. That's step one, talking to landlord. Because here, I'm just nervous about people walking around in here in the dark and all this stuff.
Oh, no,
everywhere.
all of this has to be taken up. We've had 50 people in here, and all that was taken up. We had tables in here. We had chairs in here. We've done
I can imagine.
a couple of times. One was a women's gathering, and they were selling stuff. Another one was a lady who used to hold a club in here. And for that one, we just moved all the equipment by the piano.
You guys held a club in here?
Yeah, we've done 50, 60 people in here. We did a show that came out.
Can
and
we
they had
do
a
my
bar.
birthday party here?
We can. We had a bartender.
We can do it at 388. Are we, right?
Well, I
No,
don't know. It's a
388 's
different
a
animal.
little-
Excuse me?
She wants like a
little-
social party.
Yeah, I don't want to be all like,
She don't want to be all
Oh,
like.
what? What
she's
is
never
that?
been there, but I don't know what that means.
yeah.
She thinks that it's high end.
It looks high end. From
Well,
the
I
video
plan on doing a
footage.
party called Bougie Raton.
Oh, I'm with that.
Bougie Raton, see, things of that nature. But we've done them. We had a bartender over there. They set it up really, really nice.
How old are you going to be?
Hmm?
You're going to be how old?
24.
She was
Okay.
born in 2000, so every year is her birthday.
Oh, that's great.
You
That
never
is-
forget my age.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome.
That only works until she hits 60, and she says, "Forget my age."
It's
Really?
26, 2099.
2099. All right, we done with this? 10:20.
Are
good?
you?
Yeah, you good? Yeah. Why don't you go
I'm
over
great.
there so you can say goodbye?
You mean so you can say
So I can say
I'll say
goodbye, so
goodbye
you
right
can say
now.
goodbye.
You know, thank you for
Just say
joining
goodbye.
the Brooklyn Cafe
Morning show.
with Lord Farquaad over here.
Morning show. See, that's what happens with the OCD-ness of her.
Oh,
Uh,
you're awesome.
No, we don't go to the machine. Don't go to her.
I'm gonna give her a hug.
This is happening. This will happen all day. Go to the machine.
What do you mean all day?
All day
He's
she
being a
does it.
hater. Don't let him hate.
Not being a hater. I wanna end the tape. Okay, so we're gonna be at midday. Dawn will be back for the midday show. She has some personal stuff she had to take care of, so that takes care of that. Thank you for playing along.
Yeah.
Thank you for showing up,
Thank you for having me.
and we'll see you at midday, 12 o'clock. Don't be late. Have a great day.